Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to Rebecca Moore's 500 subscriber celebratory hop, and she is at Precious Pages Papercraft. And this is the layout that I chose to lift from her today. And I am using Vicki Boutin's new Color Story collection to create my page. Now, I was thinking that I didn't really want to go with those soft colors because I like them and everything, and I have no problem working with them, but these bright bold colors are a little bit more my style. So in order to make the layout more me, I decided to use the colors that I really enjoy working with the most, and that would be bright colors. So I used my Stampin' Up! Punch. I don't know what this punch is called. I cannot remember, but it is basically like a squashed hexagon. It still has 6 sides, but it is squashed or elongated depending on which way you look at it. And so I went through the 6x8 paper pad of the Color Story line, and I just punched a bunch of those. And then I'm using this black paper from that same collection. It's the latest Vicki Boutin collection, and I got my papers at Joann's. And I really love this black because it's got all of those undertones of different colors mixed in, and I just think it's amazing. It's really just so beautiful. And typically I don't veer towards using her stuff because it's not usually so bright. She usually uses more muted colors, but this line is just amazing. So right there I was just using my T-square ruler to kind of find the center so that I get my center row centered. I've got 4 going down the center row, and I wanted the middle to be right between those 2 in the center. And then I am leaving a blank space underneath where I don't really need to put any paper because the photo is covering it, so why waste the paper? And then I'm just going to line these up so that I don't end up with a lopsided diamond look. Overall, the whole thing put together looks like one large diamond made of little diamonds, and I didn't want it to be lopsided, so I just used my T-square ruler to kind of line it up, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue underneath each of those to hold it in place. And the reason I decided to use my liquid glue is because I am not going to use my ATG because I'm going to run it through my sewing machine, and the ATG adhesive kind of gums up the needle on the sewing machine, so it's just easier to use the liquid glue, let it dry, and then go ahead and use the sewing machine. And it doesn't take a whole lot of glue to hold this down. You can tell I'm just kind of making a line up and down the middle, and that's going to pretty much do it. And in order to get my pieces where I wanted them, I kind of just wanted to spread out the colors so that there wasn't like too much yellow in one spot or too much pink in one spot. I wanted to kind of mix it up, and I really like how it looks. And you can see there I ran it through the sewing machine off screen. My sewing machine is kind of off to the side of me, and getting it on camera would be very difficult, so you don't see that part of the process. But I ran vertical and horizontal lines across each row. And then I am using the branding strip off of the paper to the left of my photo, and then I had a sticker that I put up in the upper right hand corner, and then I'm using another piece of the branding strip up there to layer it up, and I'm liking how that looks. It brings a little bit of color over there, and it also brings some color to the left of my photo, which needed it because right now, or before that, there was just color on the right hand side. And then I'm going to fussy cut this clipboard type looking, or it's actually like a paper with a clip on the top, out of the 6x8 paper pad. I'm just going to fussy cut that. That's going to be one of my embellishments layers, and so I'm going to use that. And while I do that, let me just tell you that Rebecca is celebrating her 500 subscriber milestone, and there are a whole bunch of people playing along, scrap lifting her, and all of the links are in the comments down below, so make sure you go and check them out. She is a super talented scrapbooker. She has some very beautiful pages. I really recommend that you go and check out her channel if you don't already subscribe to her channel, and leave her a little bit of love. So yeah, she is super sweet, and her channel is just amazing. So go check that out. I'm going to ink up some things here with black distress ink because I just want my layers to have a good contrast between them. When you flip that over, you might have seen a bunch of red washi tape. That is just holding down all of the ends of the um, thread that I used. So I used black thread, and then the ends, you can just pull them through the back and then tape them down so that they don't come undone. It just keeps everything nice and tidy. And then I really like the clipboard place there. This is a picture of my daughter, actually, and I don't even know what year this is. I was stalking her Facebook page for a different photo, and I came across this one, and I know I haven't scrapbooked it before, and I thought, you know what, I really want to scrapbook this because I really love this picture of her. And it's got to be when she was maybe 14 or 15 years old. So anyway, yeah, it's just a great picture of her. I just love it. And that was the main reason I'm scrapbooking it. I don't have a big story for it or anything like that. I will probably write something about her personality at that time in her life, what she was like, and a lot of times I will put that into my scrapbook when I have double page layouts and single page layouts mixed in throughout a scrapbook. A lot of times there will be a single page that needs to be filled because otherwise, if I put them chronologically, my double page might end up back to back. And so that's what I end up using these personality type pages for, where there's not a chronological story. It's just something that is about her in that time frame in her life. So I did pop that little clipboard and the title up onto some foam tape, and it does say be colorful there, and I like that because the layout is colorful, but she at that time in her life, she was really into like these bright bold colors as well. I have a lot of pictures in these nice like um, black with bright colors basically. So I thought that would be fun just to use that, and you know, it's a little bit about her personality too. So I am using a stamp from, let's see here, that is from Amy Tangerine's new line Brave and Bold, and it is a calendar stamp. And I need to find out the date, so I can't write that in quite yet, but I am using that binder clip and the stamped um, calendar to keep the date up in this upper right hand side. I thought that was super cute, kind of tied in with the little clipboardy thing on the left of the photo. And that is just a sticker. That binder clip is a sticker. It's not a real binder clip or anything like that. But I did pop it up on some foam tape, especially to give it a little bit of extra dimension towards the top of the clip, like it would stick out. And then I'm just using a little bit of distress ink to bring in some of the turquoise and the pink onto that stamped image, just so it didn't look so white. Give it a little bit of color. I like the way that that looks. And then I'm looking through the sticker sheets for color study. I think I said color story before, but it's color study. So I'm just looking through that, and I am pulling out some stickers that I think might work, and I'm going to go ahead and use those. And I really like how it's coming together. I like the bright colors. This is way more my style than the original piece because of the colors that I'm using, not necessarily because of the composition of it. I think the composition is beautiful, and I really do love what Rebecca did. And I love that really soft kind of ethereal kind of look, but it's not my go-to look, so I thought I would go with my go-to and make it my own. So that's kind of what you do when you scrap lift anyway, right? You kind of take their layout for inspiration and make it your own. So that's exactly what I did. Now I don't usually use thread on layouts, but I thought this was a good opportunity. It's there's thread already on the layout from sewing all those pieces down, and I just thought it would be nice to kind of pull in these colors. It's kind of a messy look. I like it. I'm using the yellow and the pink there, and I'm pulling in both areas. And I am just really having these two clusters. I'm not doing a third cluster. Mostly because I didn't really feel like it needed a third cluster. There's already a lot going on with all that color on the right hand side of the photo. There is a little bit at the top of the photo with the little folder tabs, and I think that works out really well. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some of these enamel dots, and those I believe are from Rosie's Studio. And I'm just going to scatter those around into the two areas, and that's pretty much going to do it. So thank you for watching today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to watch Rebecca's video and all of the other ladies playing along down below in my description box. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.